What's going on, trillionaires? What's going on? Welcome to another wealth webinar. This is our 10 o'clock wealth webinar, our stimulus credit webinar. I want you guys to make sure that you tune in, share, like, comment, subscribe to the channel or to your Facebook wall of whoever is sharing your live, because they're going to keep you in the loop of this wealth transfer that's happening. It's going to show you how to become wealthy in life. So if you're coming in right now, tell us where you're coming in from. You see, what we're going to talk about tonight is basically how to go from where you truly want to be. Because if you're on this live, it means you want more in life. Simple and plain. And we're here to show you exactly how I was able to go from nothing to something, and how we're able to help many more people go from nothing to something. So if you're just coming on right now, my name is Jeff Trills. I'm from the Bronx, New York, and I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. And tonight, you're going to understand what it really takes to understand your financial blueprint and your financial footprint. All right. So go ahead and tell me what cities that you're coming in from as we get. Thank you. What's going on? Hey, Deborah. Amen. That's right. You know, I was not fortunate to be in the right circles growing up. Right. Who was fortunate to be in the right circles growing up, where as soon as they was born, they knew exactly how life was going to be, and they was already set. Meaning, money would never be an issue. Because there's people right now being born where money would never be an issue. And there was somebody that set the tone for that to happen. And if that's not happening for you and you wasn't born to be an issue, then this is your time, your turn to set the tone for people to understand that money will never be an issue, and it's going to start and end with you, or start and begin with you, rather. So let's go ahead and let me go and run my watch party. I'm about to get this thing kicked off. So go ahead and tell me what city and state you're coming in from. All right. What city and state you're coming in from as we get this thing kicked off. Because when you know the truth, it can truly set you free. And that's the truth. When you know it truly set you free. You see, people tell me and have told me what you don't know won't hurt you. But that's been the lie for centuries. See, what you don't know will hurt you. And not just hurt you, but hurt your generations. Hurt your legacies. What's going on, Pamela? Welcome from North Carolina. Welcome, Miss Pamela. Welcome to the live. Let me go ahead and share this while we get this thing kicked off. I got the AC on, ladies and gentlemen, so pardon me. All right, keep it coming, keep it coming. All right. I know I'm early. All right, let's get this thing kicked off. 1 second. Let me know what city and state you're coming in from as you get on. Let me know what city and state you're coming in from, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right. Well, great evening, everyone. Great evening. We got people coming in all over the globe. Well, not the globe. We're in the United States for the most part. Well, my name is Jeff Trill. Once again, I'm from the Bronx, New York, currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. Like I said, we're going to talk about what you don't know, because what you don't know will definitely hurt you. So let's get into this webinar as we talk about Chesapeake. I see you, Chesapeake. Virginia, welcome to the call. The webinar, excuse me. Nose is a little itchy today. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about who is Jeff Trills. Hold on. It was coming. Excuse me, y'all. It was coming. That thing was coming. I was like, what? You going to hold out to the whole webinar? But yeah, we got the sneeze out the way. That was coming. I was waiting for that thing to come. I'm telling you, sometimes I sneeze twice too, so it might come again. That confirmation sneeze. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys seriously about your money, because a lot of people I talk to when it comes down to this financial stuff says, I don't know nothing about finances, but you're playing the money game. So you are in the finance world, okay? And prior to this company, I was the same way. I was like, I don't know nothing about finance. I don't know nothing about like money and stuff like that. I leave that to the experts, but I don't have any experts. So you leave it to somebody else's expert that's doing a better job for them than they are doing for you. And when I came across this video, well, I kind of came across the video that I saw that you're about to know about today. It blew my mind. I could not, well, I could sleep, but it was on my mind when I woke up, right? Because I was like, no one ever taught me the money game. I've been on my job. I've had many jobs over the years in my life, from music industry to regular jobs to have my own business. And I never knew the money game. A lot of my money that I made was more like hustles. It wasn't properly structured. I this money, you know what I'm saying? And people think like myself that, man, if they ain't come to see me, I'm not gonna worry about paying taxes, right? But the wealthy, they do it another way. See, they don't have to worry about nobody ever coming back to see them, because they make sure they take care of them before they even got to come see them. And that's what I want you to know today. Just because you haven't paid taxes don't mean you don't pay that you don't need to pay it. Also, just because you don't understand the money game don't mean that you don't need to have experts to help you. Right? So we're going to talk today about who has your money and how to get that money back. Right? Before we talk about who has your money, how to get it back, you got to know the principles of finances. You got to know the principles of understanding why you are losing money even though you're making money, right? Where is your money going and why you keep giving it away? And I'm going to talk about that today. So let's get into this presentation real quick. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me see if I can get it up. So keep on telling me what city and state you're coming in from while I get this presentation up, okay? All right. Okay. Now, we'll share my screen, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's go. Now, I want to talk to you guys today about the 4 keys to unlocking your wealth, okay? A lot of people have never taught that, but this is what helps you actually do what? A couple things that actually help you do. It actually helps you do what? Financial rut that you put yourself in because you never understood your money, right? You never understood your money, but we're going to understand our money today, okay? I see St. Louis in the house. I see it. And so let me talk about the 4 keys of unlocking wealth. This is actually what I went through not knowing I was doing it, okay? This time, you want to be intentional. Not knowing I was doing this was the 4 keys of wealth that I unlocked subconsciously, all right? After being directed by my experts that you're going to have access to here on what to do. So let's go. Key number 1 is knowing your income. You see, if you don't know your numbers, you can never hit anything else, right? So knowing your number, right? What is your incomes? What is your incomes here, okay? Once you know your income, it's time to know all your expenses and all your bills. Put them all down on paper. If you don't got a worksheet, you put your income down on paper, and right underneath that, you put down all of your bills and your recurring bills, and the date and the days they come out. Okay. Hey, Jazzy, I see you, superstar. Here's some recurring bills that we have. We got some housing bills like rent. Okay. We got transportation bills like, gas bills and stuff like that to travel back and forth. We got the healthcare bills that come out your check. Your child care bill, like child support. Utility bills, that's a big bill for most people. Clothing and entertainment. Okay. And all the miscellaneous things. All right. Know what your current bills are. Number 3 is know all your interest-bearing debts. So if you got any debts that have an interest rate on it, that's what we call interest-bearing debts. And now, Here's what you want to know about the interest-bearing debts. You want to know this. You want to know what your current starting amount is, your current amounts, date that your bill is due, interest rate, and you want to know your daily interest rate. Hey, Adrian, I see you, superstar. So let me give you an example. Say you got a loan for $20,000. You got a personal loan for $20,000. Now you look at the loan now in your account, and you only owe $15,000 now at $20,000, right? But now that's 22% because you didn't pay it off in 90 days. If you paid off in 90 days, you would have paid 8%. But because you didn't pay it off in 90 days, 8%. But you don't know that because we don't read the contracts, right? It's due on the 4th. You want to know the date that it's due, and how much are you paying monthly on all the bills, all the debts that you're paying. Well, I'm paying $500 a month. Know that number, and here's a number that you may not know that you need to know: your daily interest. What is your daily interest rate? Okay, if you're getting paid, if they charge you $3.21 a day, you want to know what that number is, guys. Okay, now the key that you want to know is key number 4 is your cash flow. All right, let me show you how all the 4 keys come together. Example number 1, knowing your income. You made $8,000 a month. Out of that $8,000, it costs you $3,500 just to live, right? Out of that, you owe $50,000 in debt. It could be student loans, it could be car loan, it could be whatever. I'm just being modest here because there's people way bigger than that. $50,000 worth of debt, you only choosing to pay $1,000 a month to pay down towards all the debt that you have, right? Leaving you with a cash flow of $3,500. So the cool thing in this example is that you got a nice cash flow. Hold on. I told you I sneezed twice. So I had the AC on. I don't know why I had the AC on. It was not that hot in here. So I would turn the AC on, but we'll be good. So sorry about that. So we get $3,500 in cash flow. That's cool, but you need to put more of that money towards your debts because the money that you got in $50,000 in debt, the less money you pay. Imagine you have any debts, guys. Imagine you were debt free. That means that's $1,000 going back into your cash flow, which would give you $4,500 worth of cash flow. So we're gonna get rid of those debts as soon as possible, so we can keep that money, that $50,000. We gotta put that back in our cash flow. Okay. Number 2, this is the average person that works a regular job. They get paid $4,500 a month. Out of that, $3,000 cost of living. $3,000 a lot now. Okay, for somebody who's making $4,500 a month, right? But we want to live good. We say we work hard. We want to live good, right? And our debts is still $50,000 in this example. But out of this $1,000, you're paying $500 to $500 a month to get rid of $50,000. You're going to be in the debt forever. It's going to be passed down a generation debt because of how you're taking care of your debt. We're thinking that our debt's like, it's not that major. If I pay something to it, that's cool. But I'm not really focused on that. When the opposite needs to happen, anything that has interest on it, you want to take care of that immediately. Okay? And out of that, the cash flow is $1,000. See, the key here is to focus on building your cash flow to the point where it's super succeeding income. How do we do that? By eliminating the debts and eliminating the expenses as well. Now, we also got 3 habits when it comes to money. Studies have shown people have 3 habits when it comes to their money. Okay? So there's 3 habits that you need to know about your money. Habit number 1, we spend more than we make. See, people spend more than they make all the time. Habit number 2, we spend all that we make. And see, these are 2 reasons why you feel like I make all this money, but I have nothing to show for it. It's here, and you got to understand, human beings, we are creatures of habit. So if you want somebody to do something for you or with you, you got to get them in the habit of doing that for you or with you. Why do you think these big stores has trained you habitually to do X, Y, Z? We're so habitual that we got our favorite restaurant, and when we go to that restaurant, we get the same damn thing, right? I'm saying damn like river because we're building a river of habits, right? We're building a river of habits. And it's so crazy that we do that because I do it myself. Every time I go to Smoothie King, they already know what I want before I even walk up in the door. Sometimes when I drive up, They know my car. They're like, oh, we know we got it already ready. We're waiting for you to come pay for it. We are so habitual. We'll have one or two things, but that's about it. So knowing that, humans are habitual, they start to create things that make you do the same thing, okay? But here's habit number 3. We earn way more than we could possibly spend. And that's where the wealthy and super rich live at, okay? This is how they live. And you want to know how this happens? Let me show you something. Let me show you how to make habit 3 your reality. You see, I learned this principle from one of my favorite books called The Richest Man in Babylon. If you have whoever read it or heard it, if you have, type I have in the chat. But here's how it looks. This is the book that changed my life when it comes down to my finances. This is the book that got me to understand why the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. Okay? So if you haven't got this book, get this book. But I'm going to give you the short story. Jeff Trills is going to give you the short story of why this man was the richest man in Babylon. And it comes down to this principle. You see, earn is yours to keep. But here's the next one. Never to spend, only to invest. You see this company that you're about to find out? This would be what we call a great investment into yourself and into this investment pool, okay? Now that you know the 4 keys to unlocking your wealth and the 3 habits we all have around money and how to shift your undesirable habits into desirable habits, it's time to learn how to win the money game that the wealthy's been playing. We've been playing the money game since the moment we had spent and earned $1. So how to win the money game? Let's talk about it. Have you ever played a video game, card game, or board game? Yes or yes? Well, I know I have. And I know your child probably playing this game right now. They're probably playing Fortnite like crazy, driving up the wall, or they're not even talking to you because they're so busy playing Fortnite, right? Fortnite is making I can't even get the tell has made. But I'm a little old school. I like to play Go Fish. I'm a card game kind of guy and a board game kind of guy. So which one are you? Are you a video game type person, a card game type person, or a board game type person? Either way, no matter what choice you play or you play them all, you had to know 2 things about this, about these games. So before you can play any of these games, 2 things. What are the 2 things, Jeff? You got to know what the rules of the game is, and then you got to know how to play the game, not just to play it, but to play it to win. Or else why are you playing it, right? So if those games are designed to teach you the rules and show you how to win the game, then why nobody shows us how to win the money game? See? So when it comes to the money game, why don't we know the rules or how to play to win? You know why? Because no one wanted to teach it. Because they want you, if you knew how to play the money game, then there would be no employees, and that's the thought they had. There would be no employees, everybody understood the money game, right? You probably thinking that, Jeff, but I'm not in the money game. I don't think I'm in the money game. Well, here's how you know if you're in the money game or not. If you ever earned or spent $1, my friends, you are in the money game. So if no tax expert came to your job on orientation day and showed you how to where you get more money back than given to the government, then you're not playing the game to win. You're not playing the money game to win. You're, in fact, playing the money game to lose until today. You see, it's time to show you how to win the money game that the wealthy's been playing by understanding the 4 keys of wealth and the 4 challenges that we all face no matter what. No matter if you have a brick and mortar, a click and order business, or a 9-to-5 job. The solution is going to be provided. This is what I saw that literally shifted my life. This program that you're about to see, these experts, the expert that you're about to have access to, is the deciding factor whether you're going to win a life and leave a legacy or lose in life and continue to leave debt onto your family. So welcome to MWR Financial. We are America's leading financial strategist company that provides you everything you need to shift and grow your income, period. I want you to remember 4 numbers, all right? 4 numbers. And these 4 numbers are 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? This is what the wealthy knew. and they continue to know, and they have the experts to implement. Okay? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm doing a webinar. Yes. So, sorry about that, guys. I thought it was an emergency. So, oh yeah, sorry about that. So, four challenges. These are the four numbers that the wealthy know. All right, it's the four numbers that the wealthy know, and it is for 4 challenges. We have 4 challenges remedied by 3 solutions to achieve 2 objectives that's all handled by one company. One company, right? In that regard, let's show you the 4 challenges that everyone's facing. Everyone. Challenge number 1 is your taxes. Okay, the biggest bill you don't know you're paying is your taxes. See, that's the first thing come out your check before you even get your check. Challenge number 2. Now that you got taken so much money out of your taxes, you gotta go get credit loans to cover the difference. Challenge number 3 is big business. Every month, big business figure out a way to get the money out your pocket and put it back in their pocket. Every month, there's many holidays that's been created, not including birthdays, anniversaries, none of that. And it's time for you to realize that it's time to make sure that you. And that, now, let me be clear. There's no problem with you having these holidays, but the check by check situation. Let it come from what we want to talk about: investment and guaranteed or residual income. All right. And a third challenge is called inflation. As this pandemic comes around, guess what happens? They can raise their prices as business owners, but you can't raise your wages as a W-2 employee or a self-employed, depending on what you got going on. Right? So no matter what, it always costs more than what you earn in your job. And that's what we're looking to shift. So your 1/3 income goes to credit. At the end, there's nothing left. Another 1/3 goes to big business, and another 1/3 goes to taxes. So that's why you have nothing left at the end of it all. That's what happened. Let me show you what else happens as a result of this. Okay, as a result of your money going out instead of staying with you, this is how you become part of these statistics numbers. So 70% of people live paycheck to paycheck. 70% of people pay too much in taxes. 80% have credit challenges. 90% are buried in debt, which leaves 70% of Americans, and this is just Americans, with less than $5,000 saved at age 65. You worked hard for 40 years, and you're not even close to having $5,000 saved at age 65. Something wrong with that equation. Something wrong with that. We need to change that. See, now that you know how your money was shifted away from you, let's talk about how to shift it back to you. We call it income shifting. Now, what is income shifting? It's a financial strategy we use to shift income back to its original owner, which is you. Okay? How do we do that? With these 3 solutions. These are the 3 solutions that we use to combat the 4 challenges, y'all. If you don't have these solutions working in your benefit, you need to start. Number 1 is cash flow management. We're going to try to shift your income back to you by helping you minimize your taxes, minimize your debt, and minimize your expenses. We also have solution number 2, which is business income. If you don't have a business and you just have a W-2, you are losing hugely in the money game. So if you just add a business income or a home-based business, you will increase your income. You will have control income and own income, residual income. And solution number 3 is investment income. This is when your money starts working for you. This is when you get to work hard, smartly, and have your money compound over and over and over because you took care of the first 2 solutions. And this looks like compound interest, capital gains, dividends, business that has residual and royalties. Okay. As a W-2 worker, go back over to cash flow management. You are a W-2 worker, right? You get paid in wages, and you also get taxed up to 37% because you are in the W-2. Meaning the government can tax you as much as they want to because you are only a W-2 worker. You're overpaying the taxes, and they're getting rich with interest. as a result of that. So here's how it works. Employees work, employees pay taxes first, and then you'll spend what's left. Okay? That's what we call trading time for dollars. Now, when you're a W-2, when you go from W-2 business owner, you now become what we call a 1099er. And so your wages turn into profits. Your bills turn into expenses. And here's how the money works in your favor. You have the ability to get taxed $0 legitly up to $23, up to 23%. That's what we're talking about with Jeff Bezos and Amazon, right? He's getting taxed $0 because he understands tax laws. To help make sure that he doesn't pay anything in taxes, because that's how it works for him. His business works, his business spends, and then you, the government, gets taxed what's left. Your tax was left, actually. So they're giving you the pennies or whatever's left. Well, Jeff Bezos will make sure that there's no pennies to give away. And that's how you beat inflation and the income limits that we all facing. That's what we call the power of leverage. Now, when you get that going, it's time to take that money and put it into investment. Now, an investor, you also earn profits. Tax 0% to 15%. And your money works for you 24/7. You make more money and you're taxed the least. That's what we call time and financial freedom. See, right now, there's two objectives everyone has when it comes to work. We're working for our current lifestyle, and we're using labor to do it. So you're using your labor to work for your current lifestyle, when in fact the goal is to have your future lifestyle coming from your investments. And able to help you do that. That company is called MWR Financial. Once again, our financial strategist company that provides you everything you need to shift and grow your income. And guess what? We have a movement coming on. It's called the Make Wealth Movement. And the Make Wealth Movement is designed to provide families, so not just families, but American families, with everything they need to help overcome the financial challenges created by our tax, credit, banking, and educational system, so that you can live a lifestyle current and that you want. But how are we going to do that? We're going to do that by having some goals. Our goal is to help you eliminate $50 billion in consumer debt, create 10,000 millionaires and 150,000 six-figure earners, which will help you generate $100 billion in investment income. So how are we going to make all this possible? It's two things. What do we do, Jeff? All we do is share the opportunity with the masses and help them unlock what? Their financial edge membership. We help people get access to the membership. This is what we call, now you're in the right circles. By having a financial edge membership, you're now in the right circles. And so your cash flow management and investment income is coming from the application of the experts in the financial edge membership. And then when we add business ownership and business income, now you match that with our golden opportunity, aka our investment, where you can put your investment into a company to make more than what you put out. It'll be our financial business opportunity. Now, let me start by saying it's time to introduce you to the 4 pillars to creating generational wealth. You see, we know we probably was born into generational debt, but it's time to help you get born into to create and have your children and your great children be born into generational wealth. And you must understand these 4 pillars. They're not by itself. They all got to go together to make it work. See, everything. These pillars is everything that a financial expert without having to become one, because our experts do all the work. So here's the 4 pillars that you must understand, that this is what the wealthy has implemented, and this is why they're wealthy. You see, everybody focuses on credit right now because it directly affects you. It directly affects you, so you're making this your top priority. Nothing wrong with that, but you must understand this is one part of the 4 pillars that you must have working on your behalf if you ever plan to get out your financial rut. If you ever plan to these are the 4 pillars that must be working for you on your behalf. Pillar number 1 is money max. This is the tax part, where if you're overpaying in taxes at your job, our experts are going to go look at your last 2 W-2s and your last tax return. And if you're overpaying the government, they're going to shift your income. They're going to shift your W-4 to where that money comes back in your income. Period. By next pay period, you should have an increase in your paycheck from the money that's been taken out. It's phase number 2. By you having a home-based business, you now are qualified for over 400 tax deductions. So the more money you make, the more money you keep, instead of the more money you make, the more money you spend. right? Or the more money the government spends, should I say. Now, that's Money Max, okay? They're going to help you stop. They're going to stop overpayments using the business tax laws and do the W-4 form for you, right? Now, our next pillar is called Credit Max, but everybody knows credit. Because credit is determined if you get a job or not. Credit is determined how much you pay to get your lights turned on. Credit is determined for everything that you do that directly affects you. So it was made aware and put in front of your face. But back in the days where I grew up, cash was king. You could do anything with cash. But now the banks got with the government and made sure that credit was a necessity for everything they need to do in life. So that's the case. The whole goal of credit is what? The 850 score, so that you get the lowest interest rates to enjoy the same things that the credit that credit will give you, right? So with this, it's going to help you lower not just your credit score, but it's also going to help you fix up your credit profile. See, people thinking that credit score is what everybody looks at. No, these creditors don't look at the credit score. They look at it, but what they really look at is your habits. They're looking at your spending habits, and if you can control your spending habit or learn new spending habits like we talked about in the 4 keys of wealth, then you'll get the loans or whatever you need immediately, okay? So they're going to help you increase your credit scores 50 to 150 points. They're going to help you restore, enhance, monitor, rebuild your entire credit profile, okay? That's what the experts are going to do. Now, pillar number 3 is amazing because Equity Max is your debt elimination strategy. Remember we talked about the 4 pillars? 4 keys. Key number 3 is what? Your debt. What if you had experts to help you eliminate your debt in half the time? Get rid of that $50,000 that we talked about in half the time without spending extra money. Well, we're going to help you eliminate your debt, all your debts in record time without paying more money. Okay, we're going to provide you a plan of action to accelerate your payoff dates and maximize your interest rate and show you your millionaire date, your debt-free cash flow millionaire date. Everyone has one, and yours is, okay? As a result of this, you'll get out of debt in half the time, and you're not supposed to get that money back in your cash flow key. You'll be in the cash flow key right there, right? But along with Equity Max, we have just launched something called Bill Shredder. Now, Bill Shredder is powerful because Bill Shredder allows you to shred your bills tremendously. How would you like to have your cell phone bill without compromising your services? How would you like the cable bills to be shredded without compromising your cable services? How would you like your lights and your gas bills to be shredded without compromising your light and gas bills capabilities? Well, with Bill Shredder, we have experts that will negotiate it on your behalf. So if your bill is $200 and they help you save $100, how would you pay $100 less than what you're paying now? Let Bill Shredder help you out. 4th pillar is called Wealth Max. This is where you'll never be broke another day in your life. This is where you become the lender, not the borrower. Because our experts here at Wealth Max will show you the best way to save, grow, and protect your money tax-free with no risk of loss. They're going to design a plan and set up and structure your PRA, your private reserve account. If you've never heard of that, this is why you want to definitely pay attention. Okay? And land banking. We own land in the path of growth, ladies and gentlemen. So, do that, you become the bank. You literally become the bank. Okay? Let me give you some comparisons. Say you went outside. If you try to get these services outside of MWR, here's how your bill is going to look like. See, all these 4 core services you get for $79.97. But just in Money Max, to get the same thing you get in Money Max somewhere else, it's going to cost you $200 to $300 per hour. Another place is going to charge you $250 per hour. And some places are going to charge you $25 per hour. But this is just an hour, okay? You get unlimited consultation for $79.97, okay? Now, let's go to credit. The Credit Max, you still get that. That's included. But if you go to Lexington Law, all they do is offer you credit repair, and they're going to charge you a minimum $89 to $129 a month with no guarantees. CreditRepair.com is going to charge you $99 a month plus a $15 startup. Then you got other hours charging around $100 a month. So you get this credit repair service or credit restoration service still included for $79.97. Just these 2 categories alone, you're going to pay way more than you pay to have all four. And these other two categories do not even offer the other two categories. So let's recap. You're responsible to get access to the 4 pillars of expert that will help you with increasing your income, increasing and improving your credit score, decreasing and eliminating your debts and bills, and showing you how to compound and grow your existing and newfound increased cash flow. All for $79.97 a day, guys? No brainer. No brainer, right? So if you want to get access to services, get with the person and say, I want to access to services, sign me up for the services. But if you want to add the business to it, which makes you totally successful, and we call it Amazon of financial literacy and financial empowerment. And if that's you, and you want to learn how to access this information, then let me tell you something. Here's how we're going to do it. By owning an MWR financial business, you can make wealth real by increasing your income 1 digit at a time. 1 digit at a time, right? And guess what? Because this weekend, the CEO and founder of this company, Mr. Brian House, he understands what's going on outside. He understands the pandemic. He understands that people are okay? So he said, you know what? To get you started in this business, normally for only $228.97, you can get started in this business and make your wealth real. But for this weekend only, we took $100 off. The company took $100 off and said, you know what we're going to do for the people? We're going to help you get started today for $128.97. Now, mind you, I had my own business. And my own business, when I had it, a store, a brick and mortar. A lot of people love brick and mortars. And now they can't even really maximize on that, right? But my store was $3,000 just for the rent. Okay, just for the rent was $3,000. And so I'm telling you, for $128.97 and $119.97 a month, you get to have a full-fledged business that can make you anywhere. Anywhere. In my business, when I had my business in 2004, my first year I made $40,000. I thought I was rich, right? Because most businesses don't make a profit in their first year. So I made in my first year after all it was said and done, right? Now, in this business, I made over $40,000, all right, in my first year of business, okay? And I only put up $228 back then. $228 netted me over $40,000 a month. A year. Over. I'm just being modest. So I tell you, this is when you talk about investment. This is a sound investment that I know as long as you don't quit, you'll never lose. $97 this weekend, and then it goes back to the original price for still only $228. But you can get it right now for $129. You might as well just do it, right? That Nike said, just do it. And figure out everything as you go through. That's what I did, right? But before we talk about this money and we're going to show you how to make that money back, I'm going to show you how to do. We got 4 goals for you. Once you get started with us in business, we're going to show you how to get your initial investment back. Then we're going to show you how to cover the cost of doing your business, and that $119.97. We're going to show you how to. And then we're going to show you how to earn enough passive residual income to cover the bills you're currently paying. Okay. And then, as we help you get those current bills taken care of, we're going to show you how to earn enough residual income, passive income, that to exceed your current income on your job or wherever you're making money at. So we help you get residual income here, and it looks like the same income you make on your job. It's time to take action and take the choices that you have available to you. You now have new options. Option to stay at work, or the option to donate your job back to the marketplace. But at this level, you'll be able to do that. Let me show you how this money works. Let's keep it simple. All you need to do right now is show this plan, to show this video to as many people as you need to. I don't care. Put it in front of everybody. That's your job, to put it in front of as many people's faces. And when you do that, and 3 people say, I want to be a business owner this weekend, they get started for $129. You get $50 per person. That's $150. You do it in 30 days, you get another $150 from the company as a momentum bonus. And if one customer says, I want to be a customer of $79.97, you get an additional $40. That's $340 in your pocket, and you only put $9 even before the monthly ever hit. You already in profit mode. All right. Well, that's when you unlock our first guaranteed income. We get paid 10 ways here, y'all. You get to unlock the first guaranteed income, which is our daily guaranteed income. This is what we call breathe above the bill money, okay? With this money, okay, I was able to shift this one way of pay. I was able to donate my job back to the marketplace, y'all. It's crazy. So we hope you get a guaranteed income of $5 a day all the way up to $1,000 a day, which basically is $150 to $30,000 a month. You see that first one is $150. That's going to cover the cost of your business. Remember we talked about the $119.97? Once you help 3 people and 1 person get started in business, you already at $150 in guaranteed income, meaning either you make it or we pay it. Okay? So in that regard, the first $150 that you make, you don't spend that. You let that cover the cost of doing business. And we'll show you how to make more guarantees on the way up. All right? We also have a momentum bonus that simply says if you help 3 people get $150, you get $450. You got 60 days to do that. If you help 3 people get $450, you get $900 in 90 days. So a total of $1,500 in extra bonuses just for helping the people become successful. Share this information to as many people as possible. Now, I told you to get paid 10 ways. Let me show you three more ways that we get paid. Okay? Now, we have the presidential bonus and we have the vehicle bonus. Okay? The presidential bonus helps you, it'll pay you $500 all the way to $100,000. And that's outside of the daily guaranteed money. Okay, that's an addition. The car bonus and luxury house bonus paid you $500. That's outside of presidential bonus. Remember I told you 10 ways to pay. Legit. All right? But here's the goal. Our goal is to first get you to $600 a month because that right there can save somebody from going into bankruptcy. Okay? With 12 people, you'll be at $600 a month. Whether you bring them in or your entire team bring them in, you'll be at $600 a month. But let's go to what you to focus on. If you want to make some big money here, just to get started, 548. I call it Flight 584 because at Flight 584, this luxury seats all in this 584 luxury seats in that jumbo double-decker jet, I say. And when you have 584, meaning 584 people in the organization, and the entire plane is full, then you take off at $6,000 a month. You take off at an additional $2,500 a month, and you take off with $3,000 a month all together. Hey, Jantuah, I see you. And when that happens, you now have a 6-figure guaranteed residual passive income of $138,000 a year to you, which breaks down to $11,500 a month. Shout out to Christy. She just unlocked that level today. Guys, we are making this happen for real. Okay? The other 7 ways to pay, I'm not going to go over it, but it's 25% check match, 75%, 25% to 50% presidential check match, and personal codes and customer residuals. Guys, let me tell you something. You ain't got to know how all this works. You're just going to see it when it comes in your check. I'm still asking questions for the money that's coming in my check. I'm like, what is all of this? What's this? But I'm grateful. So now that you know the one company that helps you achieve the 2 objectives that we talked about, that were by providing you with the 3 solutions that you need to remedy the 4 challenges, it's time to make a decision. But before understand this, we stand by our experts and we stand by this blueprint. So here's how this works. We have a guaranteed success disclaimer. If you follow our plan of action and our strategies and experts are not able to save you or make you more money in your first 30 days, the company will give you a full refund. So in that case, if you don't make no money after following the blueprint, or we don't save you no money to the services, the full refund, no questions asked. You get the whole $128.97 back. No questions asked. And once again, it was $228, but now it's $197. Almost $128.97. So with that $128.97, you have nothing to lose and all to gain. So I want to ask you 3 questions. Which number are you? Are you a 3 and say I'm out? Say, you know, I want the membership? Or are you a 1 and say, you know, Jeff, it's time for me to shift my life and build a legacy lifestyle for my generation while becoming a living legend. I'm ready for this business. I got 128.97, and I'm ready to do whatever you guys say to help me compound and grow my money in less than 30 days. If that's you, welcome to MWR Financial. And if you're number 2, welcome to MWR Financial as a customer. And let's go ahead and move this mission, go and impact more lives because we deserve it. You deserve it, and it's time for you to do it, right? So it's time for you to do it. Let's go out here and do it. Let's go out here and impact lives in a major way so that we can make sure that we can generate major pay, right? My name is Jeff Trills. I'm super excited for you guys. I thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for sharing this. Remember, be great because you are great. And we'll see you guys on the inside, on the better side of money. My name is Jeff Trills, and I'll see you guys in the next live. Next one coming up is at 12 noon. Not 12 noon, excuse me, 12 midnight for those who are on the West Coast. So let people know. And I'll see you guys next live. Be great. Peace.